Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom to the Torah, YAHAWAH. All right, giving, of course, all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High, who is the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. That's your brother, YAHAWAH. Coming back, y'all, with yet another video. The Spirit and Power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Got brother Karath in the back. All right. Khan, shalom. All right, so Khan. So, I don't know. It's really, we're going to overtime, camp just ended. And it was a good camp through the Spirit, didn't really catch any fish. Although I was talking to certain people and calling them over, but, they didn't want to listen. They said that they didn't really have time, And well, if you believe in the Bible, then you will make time for the Most High, right? You would make time for the Bible. You would make time for the Most High, right? Because what is, when you read the book of Job, Job said he esteems the words of the Most High more than his necessary food, So he esteems the Most High, esteems this Bible more than his necessary food, because we understand that without the Most High, without this word, we can't live, right? Let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 4, right? Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4, right? It says, "But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." Right? So man, he can't live by bread alone, right? But by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High, right? So we don't just live by bread. That's not, that's not how we live. We don't just live by eating. We live by eating the spiritual food too, right? First and foremost. Sometimes all we eat is the spiritual food, fasting, Because in these last days, we have to be fasting too. That's another thing. All right. Just like how Yahawashi said, when the bridegroom shall be taken away, then shall they fast in those days. All right. So we should be fasting these days, because fasting is very, very profitable. All right. It's very profitable. That's how, you purge out that leaven that's inside of you. And that brings me to another topic as well. 1 Corinthians. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 5. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, "Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, and as ye are unleavened. For even Mahashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us." So the Most High said that, look, that Salaki Paul, he's saying to purge out that old leaven. The old leaven being the sin, the old man, right? You have to purge that out. And plus it's going into the Passover as well. The Passover, okay? Because the Passover is coming in the month of March, okay? That's when the Passover is going to be. Remember, Passover is when the Israelites got delivered out of the land of Egypt, okay? That's the, let's go to the book of Exodus chapter 12 and verse 1. "And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of the months. It shall be the first month of the year to you." So what is that? It's during the Passover. During the Passover, that's our first month. First month is not January. All right. That's not the first month. Neither is the last month, December. The first month is the month of Abib. All right. When you read Deuteronomy, the 16th chapter, let's go to Deuteronomy 16. Deuteronomy chapter 16 and verse 1. All right, Deuteronomy 16 and 1. And it reads, says, "Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt by night." So the month of Abib, that's the real new year, okay? That's the real new year. Contrary to what people believe, January, they say that January is the first month. Well, if you think that January is the first month, you're still asleep. You're still in the world. You're still drunk with the philosophy and doctrine of this society. And you need to wake up and you need to sober up. Let's go to the book of 1 Thessalonians. You need to wake up and sober up quickly, or else your destruction will come quickly. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. "Therefore, let us not sleep as do others." A lot of our people, man, they're asleep right now. That's why we have to be these spiritual watchmen, these spiritual alarm clocks out here to wake up our people, okay? these spiritual annoying dogs, you know, that's barking all the time, waking people up. All right. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Let us watch what? Let us watch the prophecies, and let us be sober. Sober meaning what? Spiritually, man, and also physically. You don't want to be a drunkard. You don't want to wake up in the morning and then follow after strong drink. You know, you just wake up and then that's the first thing you do. You don't pray. You know, you don't pray. The first thing you do, you don't even look at your phone. You drink, right? That's being a drunkard. That's being a drunkard. So you don't want to be a drunkard. All right, you don't want to be drunk all the time, and your mind is not going to be good. This is Isaiah. Where is this at? Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 23. Right? Isaiah 5 and 22. Right? It says, "Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink." So a lot of people, man, they're mighty to drink wine, but they're not mighty in these scriptures. You know, they're not mighty when it comes to holding posts, but they're mighty in what? Not reading. They're mighty in being drunk, right? That's the wickedness and perverseness and the upside down, like the Lord said. Surely you're turning turning upside down, right? That's the backwardness of this society. A lot of people, they're strong and valiant and mighty in drinking, but they're not valiant and mighty when it comes to studying, coming to keeping the commandments. When it comes to you know, guiding your household in righteousness, these men, they're not mighty in doing that, you know, and praising the Most High. They're mighty in what? Strong drink. You know, how many shots can you take? You know, I took 10 shots. I took 11 shots. You know, I can drink this 8-ball. I can drink this Hennessy. You know, oh, you can drink that vodka. You know, hey, you strong, right? You're not strong. Hey, that's not how you show forth your strength. You show forth your strength by keeping the commandments, because it takes strong men and women to keep the commandments. It takes strong men and women. It's like it takes strong men to go out onto the highways and hedges. You know, although that's all from the Most High. On the carnal level and the spiritual level, you have to be strong to do that, right? It takes strong men and women to be in this truth, you know, because it's not a cakewalk. We're going to have to go through stuff. Isaiah 5 and 23. So it's like 22. "Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink." You see that? They're mighty to drink wine, man. You know, they even called YAHAWASHI a wine bibber. You know, a drunkard. They called YAHAWASHI a drunkard because he liked to drink, you know. So come on. All right. You had a point, Karaf? No? Come on. But yeah, you know, don't be drunk. I don't understand why people drink beers in the first place. You know, it's nasty. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't even taste good, right? I mean, if you know, you can drink a beer, but like, you know, that's totally fine. It's lawful, but you don't want to get drunk. You know, that's the thing. That's when it's bad. You don't want to get drunk. And also, you don't want to drink, you know, you can drink some yan, and the Hebrew is grapes. It's wine, basically, right? Because, you know, wine comes from grapes. So, yan is like, it's like wine in the Hebrew. But you can drink wine. Yeah, that's good. Of course, we need to even drink wine on the Passover, right? But you don't want to become drunk. That's when you're going off. Because remember, when you're drunk, then, you know, because they call it like alcohol, they call it spirits. Because you really get spirits on you when you drink a lot. You know, you get a lot of spirits on you, you know? And so, what happens, you know, like, for example, let's go to this in the book of Sirach, all right? Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 31, and verse, Sirach, chapter 31, and verse, I'm going to start at verse 25. Okay, because this links up with Isaiah 5 and 22. All right, this actually links up with Isaiah 5 and 22. And you got the dog in the back, but you know, Sirach 31 and 25. "Show not thy valiantness in wine, valiantness, Salakia, in wine, for wine have destroyed many. And Salakia, you know, is at camp yelling for 2 hours, so, you know, there's a spirit and power, Yahawah BAHASHAM Mashak Epashah. But it says, show not thy valiantness in wine, for wine have destroyed many. Wine has destroyed many. Just like how a lot of women have destroyed men. A lot of men have destroyed women, right? And all that. But the Most High said that, look, a lot of people have transgressed, have been destroyed by wine, right? The furnace proveth the edge by dipping, so doth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. So wine is so good, you know, to life in man. Because even one of the things that Sirach or Ban Sirach said that is necessary for you to have in life is what? Wine. That's what you say. You know, one of the necessary things that a man needs is wine, you know, in his life. Right? But the thing is, you know, and that's why when you take a Nazarite vow, that's when you're sanctifying yourself unto the Most High, because you are excluding and abstaining from certain things that you need in your life, you know, like wine. Because remember, when you're a Nazarite vow, on a Nazarite vow, you can't eat anything that comes from grapes, you know, or drink anything that comes from grapes, and wine comes from grapes, right? But it says, for wine have destroyed many. Salaki, verse 27, wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. So if it be drunken moderately, then it's okay. In moderation. What does that mean, in moderation? Okay, I know I can only drink this little small glass and I'm be cool. That's it. You know, that's moderately. You see that? You don't have to drink the whole damn bottle, you know, in one night. But it says, what life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make man glad. So wine was made to make man glad, man. That's the purpose. You had a long day at work, and you want to, you know, you come back home and you're trying to chill, so you pour you a glass of wine, and now you're relaxed, you know? It's good. Verse 28, wine measurably be drunk, and in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. Right? It says, in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. It will bring gladness to your heart and cheerfulness to your mind, man. You know, instead of you thinking upon the bad things and thinking upon, you know, the oppression that we're in and all that, those thoughts that are most heavy for thee, like it says in the book of Second Ezra. Now you're thinking about joy, you know. Verse 29, especially when you drink with other people, you know. Now y'all, you know, having a party, you know, new moon or something like that. But wine drunk with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling. So